take Michael through a session, but we're also going to bounce off each other. Now, you're a wide player, and we would say one of the best wide players in the world right now is Lamine Yamal.
100%.
And there's a clip that we've both just watched off camera where I actually in my head think, how the hell has he scored from there? And you made a great point yesterday, how wide players now are actually getting a lot more to the byline, scoring from tight angles, rather than just getting on the edge of the box. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think the inverted wing is sort of a modern player, but it's become predictable now to cut inside and finish. It still happens.
Yeah.
It should still be worked on, but what we're seeing is players like Yamal, players like Michael Olise, they're being a bit more dynamic and unpredictable with their movement. So the defenders still think they're going to go to the top of the box, but they're also utilising that area in the space and quick shifts, finding gaps and hitting some worldies.
And a lot of people ask me actually, how do you plan your drills and how do you do your sessions? We have a coaches section in the app, and it's like, I watch football. That's the best way for me to plan, like, because I feel like the game is always changing, it's evolving.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm seeing a lot of lately is wide players. I'm going to base everything around today off instinct. And that's what I feel like Lamine did really well in that clip.
Yeah.
He has a real good knack of like drawing the defender to get into the box, because he knows once he's in the box, there's chances of penalties now, bringing the player down. Because you mentioned off camera before, like Lamine's not rapid, is he?
That's right. He changes gears, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He lures the defender in, very patient with it, and then he can just kind of sense when they're going to step and then exploits the space.
As much as I want to put you through a full Jonah session, which I'd love to, I want to kind of definitely go position specific with you.
Yep.
Let's work on awareness stuff with the ball. Let's work on instinct stuff with the ball. So I'm going to drop in, not tackle, but you got to try and read when I'm going in for a nibble, and we'll add that into some finishing as well, because I've seen your finishing on YouTube, which is fantastic. You get yourself warm.
Yep.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
So guys, whilst Michael is warming up, which is a really important part, make sure you do that. I'm just going to talk a little bit about how I planned this session. So this clip that you can see right here on your screen.
Hey, I've seen this one. I've seen this one. This is a classic.
Is how I'm basing my session plan. What I'm going to try and do with the great 7MLC, the GOAT, is I want to develop his awareness. How good is his awareness with the ball at his feet, which is exactly what Lamine Yamal's doing in that clip. So all of my session is around those tiny details of awareness with the ball. So the way I see it is, if you can do these hard drills with a tennis ball, right, you're going to be able to dribble the ball and be able to do two things. So you're developing those cognitive drills and confidence with the ball without looking at it. We'll start simple. We'll just go like little Iniestas, and from time to time, I'm just going to chuck the ball in.
Okay.
And it's still like an extended warm-up, just like that. So right now, what we're doing is just building, can you do the ball work? And can you catch and go, which ain't easy. So this, if you can do a drill like this, which is really hard, you're going to be able to go 1v1 with the defender without looking at the ball. When the action comes though, with the 1v1 with the defender, we can look at the ball, rest. All right, sweet, got the idea?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so we're going to do that again, but what we're going to do now is I'm going to make this bit a little bit harder. You're going to just go into some soul drags, and then if I say switch to Iniesta, you go Iniestas, whoa. And then if I say switch, you go to soul drag. So there's going to be a cue there of switching between skills, and this comes in at any time.
All right.
Ready? Play. Good. Iniestas. Good. And we're live. Keep the ball moving. It's important that the ball doesn't stop. Good. Good. Soul drags. Change up the skill. Good. So again, the why here is that we're just developing different feel for you. Feel of the soul and feel of the insight. Good. What makes this drill harder, guys, is if I start doing this, then he has to fully take his eye off the ball. Rest there. Yes. If I throw the tennis ball higher, you then fully have to get your eye off the ball. So go again. We'll try a few of them. So there's those little high ones. Yeah, good. Iniestas. So a bit of a higher throw just takes your eye off the ball. How good you feel. Good, and rest. Got the idea?
Yep.
All right, sweet. Couple of bounce passes, couple of receiving drills just to get our feet going. So you're going to bounce in here, little drop behind the white line, touch across, and then same again. Little bounce in here, touch across the white line, and drop. Now, only really short here. This is just to get your receiving and passing going to then move on to the next section. Play, good. Get the touch going. Good, play, good. Get those habits, a little scan in between. Good. Shift. Yes, love it. Love it. Good, good. Bang. Ball's coming in just a little bit harder now. Two more. And again. Good. Set. Love that. Last one. Last one. Good. Low position. Back. Set. Good. So again, I want to talk about the why. and if you can agree or disagree here, for me, I think first touch is like within the top 3.
Easy.
That you need to have, regardless of position. But let's say you're an amazing wide player, but your touch is poor. You're never going to get into these 1v1 situations, you know? So being able to receive all kinds of different passes is key to them being good in a 1v1.
Yeah.
So that's the reason, that's the why I'm just doing little passing drills there to get you used to receiving, because we're going to be doing that a bit further on in the session.
I always say the first touch is like the catalyst.
Yeah.
It makes the next move even better.
Yeah, so that's what I was going to say. For you as a wide player and any young players that are watching, how often do you train your first touch?
Right.
As a player or throughout your career?
It's a daily thing, really.
Yeah.
Every session there's a little element of it.
Yeah.
For sure.
100%. And would you say, as a wide player now in the modern game, which one's more important? Would you say like that touch out your feet or making it stick?
I think the touch out your feet, just because it's a lot more dynamic now. So you can beat a player with a first touch.
Yeah.
I think wingers back in the day like to engage the defender a little bit more than now, but you can actually cancel that movement in your first touch and be more efficient. It's really hard to defend against. But if you have both, that's where it becomes predictable. If you're always taking that first touch, it's easy to read. But if you can have both,
that's a good point.
Keep that defender guessing.
Because we don't want to gas out 7 MLC, we're going to move on to the next drill. If I was doing a full training session here, I would do more of the ball mastery and more of the passing. But I want to move on to the main stuff. So let's go to the next drill. All right, next drill, I want to base it all off instinct. I genuinely believe that Messi is the best player ever at this. Knowing when a defender's going to take a nibble, and this is going to add lovely to what's to come in the session. You're going to work around this yellow box. I don't want it to be too gassy, but if we can, in the couple of sets that we're going to do, game speed. So at any point, I might just throw a disc at you. You've got to react to that and get away from it. You've got to try and read, when am I going to try and come in for a tackle, and can you skip past me on that?
Okay.
That's the whole point of this, okay? So dribbling round, off you go. Good, so you always know where I am, and then I might just go bang. Or I might just throw one at your feet, get away from it. Good. So like that, bang, set. So your eyes are up, you know where I am at all times. I might come in and do these ones. Good. Keep it tight. Good, so you're getting away from the discs that have landed. Be aware. So I'm just throwing it at you. There's one there, and it's tight, it keeps it tight. Good. Get away from it. Good, and rest. Got the idea?
Yeah.
For anyone that's watching, this is a great drill to do, because once those cones land, I don't want you touching the cones as you're dribbling as well. But just notice how Michael is gassed a little bit. So it is a gassy drill.
Yeah.
It is a gassy drill. So we're only going to do a couple of sets, right? Play. Good. Good. Yes. Good. Yes. Yes. Good. Good. Yes. Yes, there it is. Caught you there. Good. Good. Yes, good. Yeah, good. Nice. There's one. There's one. Last one. I've got 3 left. 2 left. And rest. Good. Big thing I want you to notice, guys, just as we're picking the cones up, but you are naturally doing what we tried to do over there. You're dribbling whilst looking at me the whole time. So if I'm working with, say, like lower level players here, they will have their eyes down a lot or head down a lot, and they'll struggle to be able to dribble at the speed you're going at and get away from the discs.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think because they're still not technically comfortable, so all focus is here. And I guess the whole point of technical reps is to be able to see the game more. So it's less thought here, more thought there.
And that's why I think ball mastery is key for kids.
Yeah, 100%.
We're just building you up to then get it into a bit more of real pressure later on, where I'll come in and not tackle, but you've got to read if I'm trying to go in. So just for coaches on the YouTube, it's like I'm building you up here to just get to that final product.
I do think with 1v1 as well, the best dribblers like Messi, they use the elements around them to their advantage. So if I'm just here, that defender probably knows I'm going to attempt the 1v1. But if I'm here looking like I'm going to pass and then take it, it's not necessarily the technique of the dribble that gets them. It's the perception of seeing other players and using that space. Because now they have 2 things to think about, blocking this pass or engaging in the 1v1. So I think that head up not only gives you more awareness, but actually makes you more deceptive in a 1v1.
That is unreal. And just the last thing I would say is, like, notice how you're doing it at game speed. So if guys want to do this at home, the reps and sets should always be aimed at game speed. Because if you're just going around this box now at 30%, useless. If I've got the cones in my hands, and can you try and read when I'm going for that bite? So that's one coaching point I would say is,
love that.
Slow it down when you need to. speed it up when you need to. Ready? Let's do one more set. Let's go. Good. So like, yeah, good. Like right now, you don't really need to go around like a headless chicken, but then bang, can we get away? Good, perfect, perfect. You might slow it back down, save the battery, bang, there it is, bang, there it is. Good, I caught you out there, good. Nice and slow, good. Work the box, work the box, work the space, good. Bang, there it is, bang, there it is, bang, good. Yes, good, Michael. Got a few more. I feel like this is our best set just because we're reserving that battery. Good, good, good. Can ya? Good, can ya? Can ya? Yes, yes, get away from me, get on my blind side. Good, good. 3 more, yes, yes. Good, love that little scoop as well. I felt like that was the best set.
Yeah, felt engaged.
Yeah.
Felt warmed up to that.
Yes.
Equipped.
And I don't feel like you're as gassed because you saved the energy there and that's the whole point of what I'm trying to build to. Is if we watch that Lamine clip, he's just drawing the player in and he's doing that super slow. And then he goes, and then he goes. And you touched on it before, that little scoop touch you did there. How effective do you think that is for wide players now?
It's unreal because defenders commit to the challenge. So it gives you that option, even if the leg is there. And if you look in slow-mo, a lot of the lifts, maybe an inch above the foot, it's impossible for that defender to make a second movement.
You mentioned before, because we watched the clip, didn't we, together? Yeah. He scoops it over him in that one as well.
Crazy touch.
What I see a lot with young players is they'll just go straight into the shooting.
Of course.
And this is what I'm trying to teach you guys watching at home is there should be a little method to building towards the shooting.
Yeah.
Obviously, any training is better than no training, but it's not effective training. And that's why I tried to go, right, let's do a couple of drills first to get him in that frame of mind of awareness, how we're going to work it. Now we're going to get into the real good stuff. Okay, we're now building up to the juicy stuff, which, again, I just want you to keep in mind that, and I say this all the time, yes, we're going to be looking at the finishing, but it's what leads up to the finishing that's actually the most important part. So we're going to do it against 2 mannequins, Jeffrey and James. These mannequins don't move, right? We're eventually going to get rid of them, and I'm going to come in and you've got to work off what I'm doing. In this situation, it is unopposed, so we're just purely going to be looking at this as techers. And then we get rid of the mannequins and we're going to go a little bit more again off what we've been doing. Instinct, can we sometimes go down the line and finish? Can we cut inside? And that's going to all be based off your decision making. But the first job we're going to do, we've got a pile here, is we're just going to do simple stuff, Mike, yeah, just super simple. You're going to draw this defender in super slow, recharge your batteries, and then it's just going to be, again, we talked about, you know, how players are getting into these situations now rather than out there. We're going to then just quickly load up this leg, cut inside. Now this is where the magic happens for everyone that's watching. You're going to then fake a shot with this player. You're going to fake a shot, shift it again quickly, and then finish. Now I haven't got the goal shot up for a reason. I just really want you to focus on trying to pepper that side netting. Ready? Play. Draw him in. Good, good. Explode. 1, fake shot. 2, good. And hit. Yeah, good. Love that. Now, for me as a coach, guys, I've just observed one thing. Positioning this mannequin, I want it to come in a bit more. Because Jeffrey's there. In a game here, you're going to have 2 defenders, aren't you?
Yeah.
They're going to draw. The centre-back's going to come in. That could be your full-back. So you're trying to obviously explode quickly there, and then your second centre-half's going to come in. That's where I want your fake shot to work, to open up that yard and finish. Drive him in. Draw. Slow. Quick. Fake shot. Dang. Hit. Love that.
Then my bar.
Love that. Now what I'm going to do is, not yet, I'm going to break down your finish because it's such a tight angle. It's got to be spot on. Here, ready? Play slow, eyes up. 1 set, 2 and bang. Good. Great strikes, by the way. Next shot, I just want you to focus on keeping it low. So you're good enough, I reckon, to adjust your techers. Can we keep it low on that far side? Play. Yeah, slow, eyes up here, eyes up. 1, fake shot, 2, good, and hit. Good, great finish. Let's go that one more time.
Yep.
That's why the actual start of the drill is so important. Like that there, because you made a mistake, which we need to understand the mistakes, don't we? That's not going to create a goal scoring opportunity. Yep. You're probably going to get tackled there. So that's what I'm saying to everyone is like, what you're doing in here is the crucial part, is the technique of this is going to get you the technique of the finish. So just one slight observation, slower in here.
Okay.
Save the battery. In here, this touch is the most important one. Get it past, then explode. This bit here, there needs to be more of a fake. There needs to be more of a I'm shooting, you know?
Okay.
Like bang, quickly shift and move your feet and then hit. Okay? So got to get that. We didn't do footwork today, but you've got to get those feet moving, okay? Ready, 3, 2, 1, play. Slow, eyes up, slow, explode, fake it. What a demo, bang. What a demo, good.
Okay.
Now I'm being picky. Keeper probably saves that.
Yep, definitely.
But, for everyone watching, he's hit the target. So, chances, you know, there's chances. Play, slow, save the battery, but this is quick. Load, yes, load, good. Now we've got it on toast now, haven't we?
Yep.
Again, being picky, can we get it more in that corner? Slow, eyes up, slow, battery saved. Now it's quick, now we sell it, good. Good. I want to see two more selling points to really send this player, right? Quick look up. So as soon as you shift, that is a selling point to him that you're thinking about shooting. So as soon as you move it, quick eyes move there. I want the arm coming out as well. That's a natural strike and then shift. But notice through repetition how much better your finishing's getting now. And that is the beauty of training. Muscle memory, the finishing's getting better. Ready, slow, good, slow. Explode, bang, bang, good, bang. 2 or 3 more, because I can see you getting the bug for it now. Yeah, slow, bang, sell it, eyes up, sell it, good, whip it. Good. The wider you go with that touch, it brings in other players.
Yeah.
And then you've got to try and work around those players. So just in there, shift your feet really quick, boom. So that has to be quick. If you come higher up here, more players are going to block it. Play. Slow, bah, bah. Let's go for a coffee! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Great coaching. That's great coaching.
No, seriously.
Oh yeah.
2 Peter Schmeichels wouldn't even save that. And I've just hurt me broken toe on the suey as well.
Worth it, mate. Worth it.
Oh my god. I think we should actually end it there and move on to our next bit, but I think you should do a couple more. Let's see if we can be consistent.
All right.
Good, slow, good, bang, eyes up, sell it, boom, yeah, bang, hit. Now, you've got it now. You've got it now. This is great. This is such good technique. Good, explode here, sell it here, and then finish. Oh, see, that gets the crowd off their feet. You know what I mean? This is the most important part, in my opinion, of this drill. So we're going to move on now. We're going to move on to something that's just slightly different to that, coming down the line now. So this one, for me, and you can throw in your opinion on this as well, when we want to go down the line and score, it doesn't work from there, does it? We've got no space, right? So what I'm trying to do is create different scenarios for you as a wide player. Is we can go on the inside, which is, in my opinion, the best option, because that's what we're seeing now, aren't we? Far side or reverse shot. But the other option is shifting it, which means you move. The other option is just faking it, going down the line. And then what I want to try and coach you now is your weak foot, like a lace is driven across the keeper. You know, you see them ones there where the keeper might still save it and then it's a tap in for the 9 or 10 on the wide player. All you're going to do is shift it, and how much energy, you can even go like this, 1, 2, and then strike. Try and keep it low. Repetition, I just want to see it. So you're engaging me, off you go. You're engaging me, you move it, you fake it, and then it's low. That's beautiful. One slight observation on your first shot.
Yep.
Go again, try not to drag it. So it's a great finish, but you see how it's spinning out the way?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's try and fix that. So shift me, fake that one, bang. Oh my God, great. Couple more. This time, shift me more into the box. Okay. Because the heavier your touch, means I need to move more. And then it opens up the goal more. Draw me in, draw, move me, good, bang, good, and then low. But you see how you've opened the goal up because you've moved me more?
Yeah.
Let's do 2 more.
Okay.
Ready? Draw me in, move me more, fake it, good, good.
Got
yeah.
stuck.
Again, guys, first touch is key, isn't it? Last one before you gas out. Move me, I'm gonna block that. Good, low, low. It's beautiful. Love how you hit it low, went a bit wide.
Yeah.
But what other options have you got there?
Cross.
Cross.
Whack it across the 6.
Cutbacks.
Little lift.
Like Man City now win games on cutbacks all the time. Okay, ready? Play. Drive me in. Drive me in. Good, good, good. Yeah, fix it, fix it.
Oh.
Good, well done. We're going to get that, we're going to sort that touch out. Just do 2 more.
Getting it stuck on her.
I always say this is something I've learned from the UK. Play to the conditions that you're playing in. So what are the conditions right now? Hot, sticky, and the ball's sticky. So a couple of times your touch is sticking to the ball. So you need to play to the conditions, right? Ready, play, go. Good, good. Draw me in. Yes, yes, good, better. Low and hard.
Oh, my days.
Get on. That's all good. Don't worry, we'll find
about that one.
That's actually good, we'll find extras. There's a few mistakes here from Michael. Notice how I'm not coming in and coaching you. Can you figure it out yourself for now through repetition, yeah? Go, go, go. Can you? Good, good. Low and hard, low and hard.
Oh.
Good and lucky. All right.
I knew that one.
Without working on your finish just yet, I want you to figure that out yourself.
Yeah.
I think you're good enough to do it. It's this that I want to get better, the setup. Like you said before, the catalyst, yeah? There's 2 ways you can do this. I used to love doing 1 touch. I used to love going like this, 1 touch and then go, because it sometimes is quicker. But now you see like Kylian Mbappe, players like that, Lamine Yamal, they will go fake, soft, roll, hit. That is the better option for a better setup. The first one, if you fake it and you undercook your touch, you have to take another one to then shoot. These are all your own preferences. I think everyone watching as well. As a wide player, you should have your own preferences. I'm not telling you to do this, do that. Do the one that you feel is going to get you the best result. Yeah. So you've got 2 options there. You can do it in 1. If you're doing it in 1, it needs to be out your feet to set up for the strike, yeah? If you're doing it in 2, just make sure that the first touch is super soft. I want you, because you're quite tall, I want you to get lower to the ground. You're very upright. So in here, get lower to the ground, soft touch. If you're in this position, you're going to be in a way better position to explode as well. If you're up in this position, you're actually going to be slower to explode because you've got to get low to then go. So if you're already there, it makes this touch easier. Rather than a touch, it's more of just like a slide.
Okay.
And then hit. Now that's bad, but I want you to keep it low. We'll work on the finishing in a minute. So let's just go slow. Drive, good. Bang, good, like it. That is the best one. Your setup for the shot there was, and that's why you got the result, yeah? Whenever you're ready, play. Draw me in, move it. Good, good, eyes up. Good, 1 more. So we can't stop it there, we've got to get the repetition. So don't want to gas you out, but through repetition, we start to build the muscle memory. Go, good. Eyes up, sell it. Eyes up again, and then down. Good. Come on now. I'm always trying to evolve myself as a coach as well. You know, I always see coaches a lot, eyes up, eyes up, eyes up. But what are you doing when it comes to the actual action of the skill and the action of the shot?
It has to be on the middle of that ball, doesn't it?
Yep. So that is something that is so important. You need to know when to look up and know when to have your head down as well. Even the greatest players like Messi, when the action is happening, he's looking at the ball. But he's looking at the ball after he knows what's going on. So that's the key point here. In your skill here, you should be looking at the ball, low position, touch, out your feet, eyes come up, so you're visualizing the shot, everything's positive, and then your head's down on the strike. Draw me in, go, low position, and explode, good, low. It's great, you know. We've got it on toast now, so I feel like you've nailed that now.
Okay.
So what you're doing there, keep it the same, be consistent. The finish, I actually want you, I'll show you first. Some of your shots, they have the left to right spin on it, yeah? Which is not great because it's spinning away from the goal and it's also going towards the keeper, which makes it easier for them to save. What I want you to try and do is try and get this ball either traveling dead straight into the corner or, if anything, that way. It's there, more central rather than there.
Yeah.
So it's just a tiny detail tweak. It's there and then it's there. Okay, I'll try on my weak foot. So you need to cut across the ball a lot more. Yes. So you see how that actually was going the opposite way. But it's just more of a hips, and my left foot just kind of strikes more in the center, and I focus on the follow through being here on the inside. Okay. And that way it starts it wider. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Just like that. Yeah, just like that.
All right.
Drive it in. Good, good. So where are your hips? Readjust them. Good. It's an unreal finish. Still a bit draggy,
yeah,
but it's still an unreal finish. 2 more if you're feeling up to it. Low, low. Fake it. Draw me in. Draw me in. Eyes up. It's a little bit heavy. Ah, beautiful. Still could be a goal, guys. If I'm being honest, it'd been good if you had a keeper, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
I think a keeper makes a difference, doesn't it, Michael, in the sense that it alters your decision with the shot as well.
It doesn't always have to be perfect sometimes.
Yeah.
If you're putting it in just a dangerous spot, but I think that one's a save. Easy.
You reckon? Let's go. Come on. Good. Good. Drive. Drive. Fake. Good. Low and swaz. Yes! Oh! I think we'll end it there. I want to move on to one final drill. Yep. Okay? So last drill, this is where everything we've built up in the session needs to come out, right? I'm going to fire it at you, so we're developing the touch, and I'm going to press you, okay? Now it's going to be a passive press. I'm not going to tackle you. You can beat me with 1 touch on the inside. You can beat me with 1 touch down the line. You can stop it dead and go 1v1 with me. But all I'm going to be doing is trying to get a nibble. So if you do go 1v1 with me, you've got to try and read when I'm going to try and put a little tackle in. Can you work on what we've done in the session to skip away from me and finish, whether that's down the line or on the inside? I will also change the way I'm pressing you as well. I might block the inside off, so you've got to see that and take your touch down the line. I might block the line off, so you've got to be able to be aware of how I'm pressing you. Okay?
All right.
Ready? Good, good, yes, finish, finish. Well done. Perfect, exactly that. You have to make the decisions now. Good, yes, go on, low, low, low. Yeah, beautiful. Bit heavy. Good. Yes, great strike. Maybe I need to up my defending. Yes, tight. Good. Yes, good, good decision. Great decision there, guys. I blocked off that, I moved and blocked off the inside finish, so we went down the line. Yeah, good. Great decision. Even there, I was still really close to you, but the angle was there to still hit. So guys, you don't necessarily in these positions have to actually beat the player, do you?
Sometimes this defender does you a favour if they block the goalie.
So like for you, let's just move it inside. Let's say I'm blocking the first one. But then you do another one and just shift it a bit more. But I'm still here, but you've shifted it enough that it's opened up the gap. Would you agree on that?
Arjen Robben, that was his specialty, wasn't it?
Have you found the tiniest of gaps with the defender being so
Sometimes
tight?
I do it 3 or 4 times till they find it, you know?
Yep. Good, yep. Yeah, good. Oh! Suey. So in that position there's always options. If I'm blocking that left foot shot, which I wasn't because I'm slow, there's always options of, you know, boom, from the side, boom. Just like that. I'm on it today. Last couple and we're done. Good. How slow am I, but what a finish. Make sure you're subscribing. It's free. Yeah. Yeah, good. Good, yes. Proper, oh, you proper did me with the second fake. You really did me with the second fake. There's a good learning point there because I thought you were hitting it on the first one. Last one, finish on a good one. Finish on a good one. Good. Yes, good. Low and hard. Mate, I just want to say, I've been a big fan of your stuff.
Likewise,
for years. Brother. Huge congrats on your success, man. 2 million followers and all the stuff that you're doing. It was a pleasure, even though it was only a short session. It was a pleasure working with you.
Honestly, like we said at the beginning, this has been something I've wanted to do for years. Learned so much from your content. Even for the next phase of my career, hopefully if I get into coaching, the way you put on sessions is second to none. Yeah. The way you engage with players, make it personalised, look at the actual needs of the player rather than just putting together a collection of drills that look nice. Yeah. They still look good. Yeah. But you can tell there's real involvement within those drills and the players.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
Players coming to you that you do.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. And I hope you guys at home got a lot out of that. Make sure you follow Michael7MLC, the GOAT. But yeah, thank you so much for coming down to Sydney. Let's do a couple of challenges.
Yeah, let's get it.